Hello, and welcome back to Life Beyond Clinical Practice, the podcast that helps clinicians build meaningful, purpose-aligned careers beyond the consulting room and beyond traditional pathways we were trained to walk. I'm your host, Dr. Diane, and today we're diving into a topic that can truly change the trajectory of your career: creating a personal brand that resonates. So whether you're pivoting, exploring new opportunities, or preparing to position yourself more confidently in the world, your personal brand is the foundation that will carry you into your next chapter. Now let's start with a simple truth. You are a personal brand, whether you realize it or not. Your colleagues have a perception of you, your patients, your supervisors, your network. They already associate you with something, either your strengths, your reputation, how you show up, and the value you bring. A personal brand is simply the intentional expression of those qualities. It's not a logo or a color palette. It's not a tagline. It's not about being influencer-like. It's your identity as a professional, communicated clearly, authentically, and consistently. When you own that, you begin to shift from being one of many to being remembered for something distinct. Now, why does personal branding matter in a career pivot? For clinicians exploring a career pivot, personal branding is crucial because your CV alone doesn't tell your story. You're competing in spaces outside of traditional clinical roles. Recruiters and hiring managers look for clarity. People follow people who are clear about who they are and what they stand for. So a strong personal brand does one thing exceptionally well. It reduces uncertainty for the person deciding whether you are the right fit. So your brand should essentially answer three unspoken questions. 1, who are you? 2, what do you care about? And 3, why should I trust you? Now, when you communicate these clearly, aligned opportunities find you more easily. Now, what does it mean for a brand to resonate? Resonance is a powerful concept and often misunderstood. A resonant brand is one that is understood firstly. People immediately grasp who you are and what you bring to the table. Secondly, a resonant brand is authentic. You're not performing, but you're reflecting your truth. And thirdly, a resonant brand is also aligned. Your presence, your work, and your values all speak the same message. Lastly, a resonant brand is consistent. People know what to expect when they interact with you. So essentially, resonance means your audience or even potential employers feel something: connection, trust, recognition of alignment. And this is why I often say your personal brand is not the image you create, rather it's the feeling you leave behind when someone interacts with you. Now, let me share a little bit of my own journey building a resonant brand with Life Beyond Clinical Practice. The podcast didn't start as a brand, it started as my personal story. As a clinician, a clinical teacher, I knew something was misaligned. I had strengths and passions that didn't fit neatly into traditional clinical teaching roles. And the moment I embraced the truth of who I was, the educator, the strategist, the community builder, the work I do now becomes a natural extension of that clarity. So Life Beyond Clinical Practice resonates as a brand because it's aligned with my lived experience. It reflects the lessons I've learned on my career journey, the identity I've grown into, and the work I feel called to contribute to. And your brand can do exactly the same when you allow it to reflect who you truly are. Now let's get into the tactical, how to start building a personal brand that resonates. Here are 4 core pillars clinicians should focus on. And the first one I speak about often, it's niche clarity. Ask yourself, who do I serve? What problem do I help solve? Your pivot path becomes clearer when your niche becomes clearer. Secondly, positioning. This is how you frame your expertise. Are you the clinician educator, the patient experience advocate, the quality improvement champion, the health innovation thinker? Whatever it is, own your lane. Thirdly, values alignment. A brand built on someone else's values won't last. Authenticity comes from aligning your work with what matters to you. Fourthly, consistency, because consistency builds trust. And trust is the currency of every career opportunity. So in closing, your personal brand is your career accelerator and your career safety net. It's the clearest expression of your value, your voice, and your direction. So if you want to begin clarifying your brand today, I've created a free workbook to get you started. I encourage you to download the Personal Branding Workbook, which I've linked in the show notes, and it will walk you step by step through defining your niche, identifying your strengths, and starting to shape your brand message. I hope you found this episode helpful. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, you deserve a career that reflects who you truly are. Until next time, goodbye.